Wow, I tell you what, sometimes with Newcastle United, you just turn the tap on and you wait to find out whether we're hot or we're cold. Tonight, we were on fire. You can see the Geordies behind me making their way out of St James's Park. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. It was a Saturday night, 5:30 kickoff, and the beers were flowing. It was a rowdy crowd tonight, and we got a good win. You know, the thing is, sorry that I'm a little bit in the dark. I'll try and move back a bit, see it's a bit better. The thing is, we've been all right at home. We haven't been great away from home, and having the international break, coming back in, I wanted a performance, but I think the difference tonight was we've seen us beat Fulham. You know, you've seen us not play great, and then Bruno score the goal at the end. Tonight, we saw a good performance. We fought for it. You know, moments at the end of that first half where Man City kind of took control of the game. You know, there was definitely moments today where they had the ball. You know, we came in, Barnes had a chance after 29 seconds, and I'm going, and he hit it straight at the goalie. And I'm thinking, that's it. That was our chance tonight, and we blew it. But we didn't. I tell you what, first half could have been 2-2, 3-3. You know, Haaland smacks it off Pope, and Barnes at the back stick on his left foot. Like, look, I'm right-footed. He had all the time in the world. He could have took 2 steps forward, right foot slotted. He just lays his left foot on it, and it goes wide. And you know what? It's one of them games where they had chances that they missed, but we had chances that we missed as well. And please don't haunt us. But we stuck in, and the Barnes, the man who arguably missed the best chances we had in that game in the first half, turned it around. He put the ball in the back edge of the box, probably a harder of the 2 goals. I mean, the second chance was even harder. Some sort of a backheel flick into the roof of the net. We did it. Yes, big win. You know what it is, Barnes? I think if you're going to shout man of the match, give me your man of the matches down in the comments below. If you were going to pick someone, I think a lot of people would pick Harvey Barnes with good reason. But you cannot deny the difference that 2 players in particular made for us tonight. Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall changed the game for us today. They both came back in. You know, Eddie Howe, Hall's hopefully going to be ready soon. He played 2 frickin' games for the under-21s for England. I hope he's ready. And then Livramento, wasn't sure about him, comes in. The quick 1-2s, the space created on the right-hand side, the ability to just have an outlet. You know, I'll come on to Tonali in a second. Tonali, Bruno, our midfield in general has had some criticism of late for not playing very well. But I'll tell you what, I don't think anyone plays very well when they're getting marked by 10 players, because there is no outlet on the left-hand side with Dan Burn. There is very little outlet on the right-hand side with Kieran Trippier today. And I think Man City have practiced. Obviously, Dan Burn had a red card, so he wouldn't have played. But they had so much space, especially in the first half. Livramento and Hall were just running up and down for a lull. Like, there was no, for a laugh, there was no one anywhere near them. And what it does is, when they play that quick 1-2, when they move around, all of a sudden Tonali and Bruno have got space in the middle. Like, it made such a big difference today. Look, I don't think Man City particularly shone. I think they had their chances. On a different day, they could have scored 2 in the first half and it would have been 2-0 to them. On a different day, we could have scored 2 in the first half and it would have been 2-0 to us. But we stuck in and we grinded it out, and we got the goal that made the difference. A back heel flick from Barnes, and I could barely see it from where I was. Apparently, it was offside. Apparently, Bruno was offside. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments if he was or wasn't. The VAR lasted forever. The doubt, VAR, it's painful in the stadium. You have no idea what's happening. There was 8 minutes of extra time. I didn't have a Scooby-Doo what was going on. Finally seen the replay at the end of the game. I tell you what a header from Bruno to knock it back across the goal. And the poor lad's 5'10", 4'10". He's trying to nod it back across, hits the bar, drops in, and we get it. And the reaction after the game was massive from the fans. You know, you talk about drawing a line in the sand after the Brentford game, drawing it after the West Ham game. We've had the international break, we're back at home, under the lights, 5:30 kick-off. Everyone I've spoken to really pre-game was, what do you think? 1-1, 2-2. You know, I said, my mate said 2-2. I went, you think we're going to score twice? Well, he was closer than I was. I said 1-0 Newcastle or 1-1. You know, I was reserved. And it was a tough fought game. But it shows we've got it in our locker. It shows, I think, with the likes, with Livermore and Hall back in the side, it just totally changes our game. I thought Voltemada did all right. Didn't have loads of the ball. I think similar to Voltemada and Haaland were both marked out the game. Like Haaland did very little today. I thought we kept him very, very quiet. I think their most troubling player was probably Doku or even Foden arriving late. But generally speaking, I thought we kept them calm. Voltemada was still struggling a little bit with that. I think trying to feed him the ball is still tough. But I tell you what, Voltemada had a header. What was it, 10-15 minutes in? Totally free in the box and headed it straight at the goalkeeper. If Voltemada had scored that, then you could have said maybe he was one of the top players today. So things can change so quickly. You know, that's the thing with a striker. Don't touch the ball all game, but score in the 90th minute to win it, then that's all you need from him. And Voltemada had the chances, he didn't put them away, but thankfully we had enough chances and we did put them away. Harvey Barnes gets the goal. Let me know your man of the matches down below. As I say, I think Eddie Howe's spoken throughout this international break on the fact that changes needed to be made, and we made them. And I tell you what, they were massive. What we need to do now is obviously continue the momentum. Going into this game, it was a bit, I felt a bit of a free hit. Like, I hate to say that because we should go and try and win every game, but when we haven't played well this season, even though it was at home, it was against Manchester City, I think we proved that we are a very capable side. We've done it in the Champions League, although, as I say, the argument is our away form is bad. I would say that our home form hasn't been great either. Bruno scoring last minute against Fulham, like, is that really a good performance? But we got the win. Like, today I thought it was a well-fought, well-grinded out game. You turn your attention very, very quickly to the midweek match at Marseille, and you're asking us to go and go and do it again. My worry is that will Livermore be able to, after coming back so quickly from injury, sustain it and do it again twice a week, every week. I've spoken about this. They've changed PSR, they've changed the financial backing. We need to go and spend again. We need to go and do it. I think we will make it through in the Champions League, which is great. That will be money in our pockets going into the next season. But you look at next season, you look at getting top 4, getting top 5. It's still miles away. We need to use this, take this, enjoy this tonight. Gonna go and have a few beers around the Haymarket. So if you see us, say hello. But we need to take it. We need to use it, and we need to, continue to shoot for it. There's no good beating Man City and then losing the next 3 games. We have to make the most of it. We have to make the most of Hall Livermore. We have to continue to, if things aren't working, change it. Eddie Howe changed it and it worked. Be brave. Right, there you go. Thanks for watching. Barnes is my man of the match. I've got to give it a special shout out for Tonali. I tell you what, and this is the thing, Elanga came on late, Willock came on late, and I'm looking at him going, well, run, sprint, move, chase the ball. You're only on for 15 minutes. Literally run. They should be walking off sweating because they have absolutely ran themselves into the ground to make that 15 minutes count. And there was a moment where the ball went round Murphy and Willock's just like, oh, will you go? So really, Tonali was hammering it all the way till the end. So yeah, there's a mental thing there. They've got to come on. They came on late to chase the ball and put the pressure. They didn't really do it. So yeah, there's a little bit of me whinging at the end. Thanks for watching. Like if you were happy to see Newcastle win. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and I'll catch you later.